Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see the wrapper class in Java. We are going to see what is a wrapper class, what do a wrapper class contain, and then you're going to see need of using this wrapper class. The wrapper class is used in Java. So what are the different wrapper classes used in Java? We are going to see auto boxing and what is this unboxing is with an program example. So first we are going to see what is a wrapper classes. A wrapper class is a part of Java library package java.lang. So you have already seen lot of packages available. So the default package which is included in the Java program is java.lang. So wrapper class is also like other classes will be available in this java.lang package. Wrapper class contains a primitive data type. So what this wrapper class contains is nothing but a data. Okay, it can be any primitive data type. It can be an integer value, it can be a character value, it can be a boolean value, it can be a float value. Okay, any value will be can be this wrapper class. The wrapper class contains this. When an object to a wrapper class created, memory is allotted to contain the primitive data. So when you create a wrapper class object, because you know the Java is an object-oriented programming language, everything revolve around objects. So wrapper class also will be used to create objects, right? So once an object is created, a specific memory is stored to allot. That is, it will be allotted to store the primitive data. Say for integer, it allot 4 bytes like that. So you got different memory size available, which will be allotted in the memory. Next, you are going to see you take a specific wrapper class called integer. So in integer wrapper class, what this integer wrapper class contain? So it contains these three. First thing is it contains a integer value. Okay. So whatever value you store will be an integer value. So the data type is integer and it has two methods. One is integer dot parse int. So what is this method? So normally in Java, you know that the data will be accepted as strings. Okay. Suppose if you accept a number, you cannot do any calculation if it is accepted as string. So what you have to do is you have to convert the string into integer. So that can be done through this method. So integer.parseInt method will take the input, okay, whatever is given in the parenthesis as string, which will be converted into integer and it will be stored into an integer variable. Same way the next method, that is integer dot toString method, will convert the primitive data type into string. So these will be discussed later. Okay. So this is what the integer wrapper class contains. Okay. Now you are going to see the need of using wrapper class. Why you need this wrapper class? To store the primitive values in the object. So normally you will store the primitive values into a variable. So if you want to store it into an object, you will use the wrapper class. Okay. So will be this all advanced programming. So this is what you should know. Okay, why this wrapper class is used to convert a string data into another other primitive types and vice versa. That's what we discussed previously. Okay, if you want to convert string into integer or integer into string or any other data type, right? Primitive data, any other primitive data type. Okay, it can be converted using the wrapper class methods. Okay, which will be explained in another video. You can go through that one. What are the wrapper classes available in Java, right? So you can see two columns here. First column is wrapper class column and second column is primitive data types column. Primitive data types already we discussed. You got 8 primitive types: character, byte, short, integer, long, float, double and boolean. This for the same you got wrapper classes available for each and every data type. You can see it is almost same. Only difference is you can see the first character of the wrapper class starts with a capital letter. Otherwise, it is absolutely same name which is given in for a primitive data type. Only the character you can see char. Okay, that is a data type. Wrapper class is character. Okay, completely outright character, and the first character should be in capital. So that is only difference between the wrapper class and the primitive data type. Next, what you're going to see is the topic called auto boxing. So what is auto boxing? The automatic conversion of primitive data type into an object of its equivalent wrapper class. So if you want to, if you're having a data type, primitive data type, which is been converted into a wrapper class object, you call it as auto boxing because it is done automatically. So it is called as auto boxing. You can see a syntax for doing it. You can see wrapper class, then you can see an object equal to operator, and then you can see a new operator, and then a wrapper class, okay, and the primitive value, right? So for, this is only a syntax. You can see the example here. The wrapper class used is integer, so integer wrapper class, and the object used is val, okay, value, okay, that is an object you are going to use, and you can see an equal to operator, and also you can see a new operator, and again you can see a wrapper class that is of same integer, and within parentheses you can see the primitive value. It can be either value or it can be a normal variable, and then a semicolon. Okay, this is what you're going to this is this example of auto boxing. So what is the need of auto boxing? Why you need this? To pass a primitive data type into a function that uses a wrapper object as function argument. So when you go for a topic functions where you can pass on the values from one function to another function, you will normally have two types of passing the arguments. One is pass by value, another one is pass by reference. Okay, normally pass by value will be passing the values, but pass by reference will pass the object, right? So if the function object contains function argument contains object, okay, this auto boxing is useful to convert the primitive data type into object, and then you can pass it on to the function. So this is all advanced concept in Java programming. So once you go on to that and you will learn about it, you will understand what is this object is all about. And then the second point, to add a primitive data type in the list of array elements. So if you want to have some list of array elements, okay, this auto boxing also can be done, used to convert or add the data, that is primitive data, in the list of array elements. So this is the need of auto boxing. Next is what is unboxing. Okay, auto boxing is from primitive data type to the wrapper object. Just opposite to that is unboxing. The system of converting an object of wrapper class into primitive data type. Just opposite to auto boxing is unboxing. Object will be there. You are going to convert, okay, into the primitive data type. So you can see flow diagram, wrapper class, unboxing to primitive data type is unboxing. Now the syntax given here is, you can see primitive data type, variable, and equal to sign, and then wrapper object. So you can see the first line is the auto boxing, that is integer val equal to new integer 26. This is what we have already seen in auto boxing. Now what is unboxing is, you are going to store back to the variable. So int y equal to val, okay, semicolon. So val is an object and y is a normal primitive variable which stores the primitive data, that is of integer type. Okay, so this is how you are going to unbox. Now what is the need of unboxing? When the value from the wrapper object is to be passed to the function having primitive argument. So previously you saw it is wrapper object, okay, object, if the argument is of object, you need auto boxing. If the argument is a normal variable, okay, you are going to pass it by a value. Now you got wrapper object, you are going to, which has a value inside, which has to be converted back into the primitive data and then pass it on to the function. So you need to use this unboxing. When data from array list is to be used as a primitive data. So when you want to take the list of array okay, array elements, okay, and then you want to convert it into primitive data for other calculations, you can use this unboxing. So when you go through now, it will be confusing for the beginning stage, but once you learn all the topics like functions, arrays and all, then you'll come to know what is this. Now you're going to see an example where whether how to use it in Java, that is in BlueJ, right? You can see two variables, integer a equal to 10 and b equal to 15. So two normal variables, okay, which has the values, integer values 10 and 15. Now the second line you can see, it is a wrapper object. It is a line which creates a wrapper object of integer type, okay, integer wrapper object. So integer obj1 is the object equal to new integer a. So what you're doing, instead of putting the value, you're putting the variable which contains the value 10. Now the 10 will be stored into the object obj1, integer object. Second line again, integer obj2 equal to new integer b. So the value which is stored, that is 15, which is available in b, will be stored into the wrapper object obj2. Now there is a question whether we can do any calculation by using the object. Same like normal variable, you can also use object to calculate for proving that, for establishing that. We are given a line here, integer obj3, that is a new object is created, which will store the addition, that is the sum of obj1 and obj2. Okay, so normally you can see 10 and 15 which is stored in obj1 and obj2 will be added and it will be stored in obj3. Okay, to prove it, you are printing it and checking whether it is stored it properly. So the sum is obj3. Now you can see the output screen here. The sum is 25. That means it is automatically adding the value, okay, which is stored into the object, and it can be stored, the resultant object can be stored into the third object and it can be displayed on the screen. So hope you understood this video about wrapper class. We'll meet you in the next video. Till then, thank you.